There you go. I first met Brian Boyer when he was a student at Northwestern. And he comes from an interesting background. So maybe I'll let him talk a little about that. Are you going to talk about that? No, not at all. So I'll talk about it. He was an ASP.NET developer, which if anybody's ever hacked ASP.NET knows that is a special kind of hell. He went from there, decided he wanted to join the forces of light, went and got himself a journalism degree, and now he is the apps, he runs the apps team at the Chicago Tribune.
Okay, this is not what I want. Give me the browser. Hi, everybody. Is this thing working? We are hardwired, right? All right. Give us a moment. Okay, this should say this morning. I've given this talk before. All right, these slides are timed, so work with me. I'm Brian Boyer, News Applications Editor at Chicago Tribune. Now I'm going to wait for the next slide. All right, so this is a pile of sunflower seeds, but they're not sunflower seeds. They are in fact made of clay. Each one was handmade and decorated. It's a beautiful, moving piece of art. I find it incredibly inspiring and required great craftsmanship and skill. These, on the other hand, are cups. They are also made of clay. They are also handmade and hand-decorated by my friend Emily, and they require great skill. They may even move or inspire you, but they have something else going for them, which I'll get to in a moment. All right, so I've worked in clay since I was in high school. It sustained my spirit through many shitty jobs. But a lot of what I learned in the ceramic studio informs what I do today, so I hope you'll find what I'm saying interesting. All right, so here are two beautiful mugs. I could talk for an hour about how they were made, the clay body they were made with, the throwing technique, the glaze chemistry and how it interacts in the atmosphere with the kiln, and the total insanity of the people who made these damn things, as evidenced by their textures. But look closely at the handles. On the left, the handle is angled so your finger supports the mug by the handle. On the right, the handle is round and the side of the mug rests against your finger. Now what happens, guess, when you fill these mugs with coffee? Both of these objects are useful. Both required skill and craftsmanship, but god damn it, when I use a mug, I expect to be able to drink hot liquids. The blue mug is art and craft. The brown mug is merely art, unless you're drinking iced tea. So a mug must be useful. Craft is a step above and beyond art, where your finger rests, how your lips meet the lip, the heft, the comfort of the handle. Usability is required for craft. All right, so if you think potters are sexy and you'd like to bag one, find a pottery booth at a craft fair. Lots of folks will pick up a mug. They'll feel its weight. They'll contemplate a cup of coffee. But you will know the potters when they flip it over and they ponder the foot. Because it's the foot where the craft is revealed. A coarse or sloppy foot is an indicator of poor quality. Ugly pots invariably have bad feet. But there are also a lot of beautiful, artful objects that will scratch your coffee table. So you're probably asking yourself, why the hell is Brian talking about mugs at a data journalism panel, right? And I'll tell you why. It's because what we do is a craft. News applications should be made for use. Used by people you care about. Not your peers, not an awards committee, your audience. Now, data visualizations are not on their own useful. They are art. Now, I like art. I made this damn thing. But I believe if we only make art, we are doing our audience a disservice. How many colorblind people are in this room? Raise your hands. Not too many. This map sucks for those people. All right. So make your data beautiful. Make your news applications moving. Make them inspirational. But for frack's sake, please, everyone, make them useful. Because, all right, so we're still going. The journalists want to tell interesting stories. Designers, they all want to make beautiful things. And engineers want to solve big, interesting problems. And we all must be stopped. You must have a process that controls for your urges. Because it's so easy to get carried away by a fun idea, right? Our team has a simple exercise we run at the beginning of every project. We ask, who are our users? What are their needs? and what can we build to fulfill their needs? Example 1. Wait for it. I have nursing home data. Who are our users? People with loved ones in nursing homes. What are their needs? They just read a scary story about nursing home safety, and they want to know if their grandmother is safe. What can we build? Nursing home safety reports. Example 2. I have fire safety data. Who are our users? People who live in high-rises. What are their needs? They just read a scary story about fire safety in high-rises, and they want to know if they're safe. What can we build? A thing that lets them look up if they're safe. My mom loved this thing. But both of these apps had geodata, right? We could have made awesome maps. Both of these apps had time-related data. I could have made fancy, slick, crazy timelines, right? They would have been beautiful. It would have been moving to see all those unsafe places scattered around a map. But no, goddammit, that shit's not useful. Don't do it. The written story will speak to the trend. It'll include 3 anecdotes of people who died in fires or got knifed in a nursing home. But what are the readers, that's not funny, but what are the readers to do when they're finished, right? Our work sings when it helps readers find their own story in the data, how this issue impacts their own lives. So I hope you'll take this information home. Craft is useful. Fight your urges. Know your audience. And please make useful stuff. And also, show your work.